I thought we'd see fighting throughout the city. But it's dead quiet.
Either Dohalim's allies have been arrested, or they're keeping a low profile.
Meaning the rebels are occupying the palace? Then let's hurry up and kick those bastards out. This place is awfully quiet for a siege palace.
Such a huge place is spooky without all those people here.
They're probably waiting to ambush us.
With so few Renans here, I guess this is what it's like when the Danans are expelled and the ruling minority are all that's left. My money's on them using Zeugles to even the odds.
I don't even see any Danan guardsmen.
The fact that they're not at their stations tells me they really have been driven out. We all swore an oath of loyalty to Lord Dohalim. My fellow guards wouldn't abandon their post lightly.
Speaking of which, where the heck is he?
How could this be happening?
Any idea where we should go in the main building?
Let's try the Lord's chamber.
Worth a shot.
Claw, you can bust that wall open, can't you?
Well, let's give it a try and find out!
You sure about that? From what I hear, that thing can stop even a cannonball.
On second thought, let's see if there's a release mechanism somewhere.
Kisara, do you have any idea just what Kelzelik might be planning at the palace?
It's hard to say. I've never seen him use any powerful arts, and I don't think he's particularly skilled with any weapons either. However, I have noticed him accompanied by something strange from time to time.
What kind of strange?
I don't know. I couldn't see anything with him, but I could sense something was there. Probably some sort of Zoogle.
An invisible Zoogle?
We'd better be careful in any case. I'd rather we not find out after it jumps us and tries to rip our throats out.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I see one, eh? It's over! Swallow blade!
One more!
Swallow blade!
I'll take my revenge on you!
For my
Now
lord!
you see what I can do!
My shield!
In here!
He's got flyers!
I've got them! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Confiscated!
Lightning thrust!
Do it!
You're finished! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Take it! Got you! Here, metal ray!
Dragon form! It's on! Burn it up!
Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Here I come!
I'll tear you up!
We're not finished! You're finished!
Air thrust! Now! There! Astral energy! Full throttle!
I wonder if I'm as strong as my dad was.
One day I think you'll surpass him.
I wonder when.
Gotta break through!
Now you see what I can do!
No escape! I'm on it! Swirl blade!
If it's in the sky, they really don't give up, do they?
Lightning thrust! It's over!
That's my shield! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Watch it!
Lightning orb!
Dragon swarm!
Do it! Law! Demon's descent!
Flashing fang!
I can feel my power growing!
I think this is a key to the noble room of the castle.
A noble what?
The room at the northern end of this floor. Maybe the release mechanism is in there. Right.
Right.
This looks nice and tough.
Reload! Light is ready! Glacial spear! Here's evil!
I can read your moves like a book.
For my lord!
Going in.
Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
This armor's too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest.
Take this! Wear that dragon form! Your fist!
Flaming
Now!
needle.
Frozen!
Hammer.
Thunderblade! I'm ready for the next battle.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
You've got spirit! You're mine! It's over! Take this! It's over!
So much for talking it out.
Now you'll learn! Try harder! Dragon form!
It's showtime!
Swallow blade!
This armor won't save you!
Where
are you going?
Make it rain.
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone.
Glacial Spear. Pierce the evil.
Shining Supernova!
Burn it hell!
Dance in the wind!
blade!
Do it! Air thrust!
All right. There are enemy forces here, too?
They must be predicting our movements and deploying accordingly.
So they figured we were coming all along, is that it?
Little help!
Engaging!
Mega Ray!
This one's mine.
Swallow blade!
Target
You're
Blade!
mine!
Pay for what you did!
You've got spirit! Strike! Dragon swarm! Fire support!
This one's mine.
Do it! Here goes!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Dragon swarm!
Dance in the wind! Air
Swallow
thrust!
blade! Be still! I'm not done!
Look sharp.
Lightning tiger blade!
Don't get careless.
Right, here goes! Bring him down!
I'll smash you!
Lightning condenser!
Tiger blade!
And again!
I'm going in.
Flame of Thunderblade!
Glacial Spear.
Dragon swarm!
Lightning condenser!
It's on!
Thunderblade!
You're on! Fire support! Not today!
Light aspect in the wind!
This one's mine.
Make it rain.
Listen!
Not on my watch!
Swallow blade!
Make it rain.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Glacial Spear!
Try this!
You think that shield will save you? Thank you. Thank you. Here.
Burn it! Tiger blade!
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Excited! How's this?
Dragon swarms! You're mine!
An astral art?
That's my shield! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Lightning condensed!
Here I come! Tiger blade! Lunar Rongo! You're up!
I owe you
Swallow blade! Try this!
Air!
Well then, let's keep moving.
So what is Mahag Sar exactly?
One of the 5 realms of Dana. From the sound of it, Kelzelik had some dealings with them.
Bring him down! Dragon Force! This one's all mine!
You'll have no mercy!
Ignite! Go in! Fire support!
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Lightning!
Take this!
Here's his
It's over! Lightning thrust! You and death! Lunarongo!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Seems about right to me.
Is that some kind of note the rebels left?
Hey, it mentions the release mechanism we're looking for. But
This isn't enough to go on.
Get lost!
Engaging! Powerblade!
This one's mine!
Dragon Force!
Watch for the ranged attack!
Bring him down!
I'll be saving this
Dragon Force! Fire support! Armor won't save you!
lightning orb!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Lightning! Photon! Lightning!
This one's all mine! Take this! Powerblade!
Annihilation!
Dragon Force!
Flame of Fury!
Burning
Make it right!
Rimmer!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I'm ready for the next battle.
Do my best!
Bring him down! You picked the wrong fight!
Hands in the wind! Tiger Flare! Here goes! Mega Ray! I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Engaging! Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine!
Engage! Fire support! Dragon Swarm!
Going in!
It's over! Swallow Blade! Support! Mission!
I'll be saving meteor! Here goes!
Castle! Take this! It's go time! Lunarongo!
Dance in the wind! Radiant
Carve
Flight!
through!
Now! Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Engaging!
Denied!
Locked and loaded!
I never fit!
Be fire support! Release! It's over! Luna Rongo! Hurricane Thrust! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Dragon Form down!
Tiger Blade! Mega Ray!
Fire in the hole! Hollow Blade! Here I come! You're finished!
Mega Ray!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor. Look! Another note from the rebels.
If we combine it with the note we found before, then there should be a key inside a cabinet in the office.
Great. Let's see if we can find it.
Little help!
Eat them!
This one's mine!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
I won't show you any mercy! Save you!
Now!
Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Glacial sphere! Pierce
This
evil!
one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Going in!
Try harder! My turn! Dragon Swarm! Struck! Luna Rongo!
Here I go!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! I've been doing really great lately. Even if Danans and Renans aren't on completely equal footing here, both sides still cared about each other. And now we have to fight some of those same Renans inside the palace.
Don't forget, we're here fighting to keep what makes this realm so special alive. Don't lose hope, Kisara.
Now you'll learn! Dragon Swarm! Struck! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Going in!
Castle! Here I come! It's over! Hurricane Thrust!
Astral
That's my cue!
Shut him down! It's on!
Make it
Castle! Remote!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Glacial sphere! Pierce evil!
Now you see what I can do!
Damn it, Medic! I'm not done! Swallow Blades!
Do it! Supernova! Sion! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Get lost!
Bring him down! Eat this!
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Shining
Here I come!
Supernova!
Fire support!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Glacial sphere! Look sharp!
Here I come!
Lightning conduct!
Dragon
This
Swarm!
one's mine!
Try this! Explosive!
Don't get complacent.
through! I see what... Hey! Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
Take this!
Take down their defenses! Lord!
Save you!
Do it! Get toasty!
Bird strike!
Here
Flying
goes.
freak! What can they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest!
You made me angry. That was a
Dragon
bad
Blaster!
idea.
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
That's my... Heal.
Shut him down! Swallow Blade! Fire in the hole! Here I come! I owe you one! Try this!
Watch it!
Dragon Swarm!
I'm ready!
Swallow Blade! Swallow Blade!
Here, let me help.
Dragon Swarm! Here I come! Dragon!
Crescent moon.
Freeze Lancer!
Dragon Swarm! You're mine! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone. Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Xion.
Gotta break through! For my lord!
Armor won't save you!
My shield! Its armor's too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! We're not finished!
Here's a healing arm.
Dragon Swarm! Mow him down!
That's my cue.
Shut him down! Lightning Strike! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
I'll heal you all.
Mow him down! Dragon Swarm! Out of the way! Swallow Blade! Try this! Try this!
I never miss.
Fire support!
Guardian Field!
Lightning orb. More reacting. Dance in the wind.
Glacial Spear.
Pierce the evil. Lightning
Now you see
condemn.
what I can do!
Freeze Lancer.
This one's mine.
Swallow Blade! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Dance in the wind. Let me help. Sleep now.
I owe you one.
I'll be saving
Dragon
this one.
Swarm!
Going in.
Take
Lightning
this!
orb. More where that came from.
I've been doing really great lately.
Did that finally get rid of the wall?
To think they would hide it in Lord Dohalim's personal quarters. The nerve of these people.
They won't get away with it for much longer.
That's right. We have to hurry to the Lord's chamber. Let's go.
Well, well, if it isn't the slaves and the traitor. I don't remember giving you permission to enter the palace.
So it's true. You really are the one behind all this, Kelzelik.
I don't remember giving you permission to speak either. Know your place, slave.
Now we see his true colors.
Yeah, a despicable excuse for a human being. Though really, I guess that makes him pretty ordinary, huh?
Kelzelik, you were Lord Dohalim's most trusted advisor. His closest ally. Why would you betray him?
Don't be a fool. I didn't serve him because I wanted to. I expect a mere slave would know, but there are many powerful contenders for the position of Lord. A contest of strength determines the one who will be Lord and undisputed ruler of a realm. There is no choice in the selection. If my master had any ambitions of becoming the sovereign, I would have gladly served him.
But he had no intention of fighting for the crown.
Indeed. Can you slaves even imagine how that looked to the rest of us? Enduring the whims of an ambitionless lord, all we could do was wait for the end as we suffered through our humiliation.
You want suffering? Try being Danon for a day.
So you plotted against Lord Dohalim in secret. And when my brother found out...
And I would do it all again if it meant returning Menancia to its rightful state! A realm where Danons are slaves and Renans their masters. It's the natural order.
Enough! Who are you to decide what is natural or rightful, traitor? Miguel, my brother, he dreamed of building a world free of suffering. He gave his life for that dream. And all you've managed to build is a lake of death! You killed my brother! And now you'll die for it! My brother's dead because of you!
Why should I concern myself with the passing of one pathetic slave?
Have you no shame?
It can hide itself? Amazing!
Denied!
Aim for the weak spot.
I'll heal you.
Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle.
Swallow Blade!
Armor won't save you! This one's stop! Going in!
Searing flame. Reload. Tiger flame.
Slash! Swallow Blade!
Down! You're off!
Dragon Swarm!
I'm here.
Slash! Swallow Blade! Take this!
This one's
I'm not
yours.
done! You'll pay for that!
Tiger
Bring you
blade!
back from death's
It
abyss.
vanished again?
Listen carefully and keep your eyes peeled.
I never miss. Still got some fight left in me.
Ignite!
I'll heal you.
Guardian
Right
shield.
there.
You could use a
Dragon
hand.
Swarm!
Healing circle.
Here I come!
I can only rely on
Dragon Swarm!
And again.
Try this!
Here I go. Light astral energy.
Explosive Ring!
Regain to the wind.
Anything in armor is all
Light astral energy.
Slash!
Arc seal.
Swallow Blade!
Their arcs were interrupted.
Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine.
Thanks!
Tiger blade!
Explosive Ring!
Searing flame.
Here I come!
A guard.
It's over!
Chinese turtle blade.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Slash! Dragon Swarm!
Going in.
Energy condemned. Will this help?
This one's
Explosive
mine.
Ring! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Slash!
I
Infernal
already
Torrent!
that.
Dragon Swarm!
Will this help?
Try this!
Chinese.
The ring!
New lease on life.
Look sharp.
Take this!
Light Afghan to the wind.
Far enough.
It's on!
Air thrust.
Burn it
This
out!
one's
Marksman
mine.
handled this.
Slash! Swallow Blade!
I never miss. Thunder field.
Dragon Swarm!
Photon
Be
blade to
still!
the wind. Lightning condensed! Thunder blade! I can healing circle! Photon flash! Here! Air
Dragon form! Tiger form!
Annihilation!
Dragon form!
Annihilation!
Explosive ring!
Anything in armor is holding on!
I can't feel anything!
Come on! Who
I
you
still
want?
got some fight left in me!
Take this!
Flare!
Try harder! My turn!
Lightning condensed!
No escape!
I can't heal you forever! I'm ready to go! Lightning! Condensed! Freeze laser! Healing! Flame of fury!
Let me out!
Ignite!
Here,
Let me help! Here goes! First aid!
far enough!
Light
This one's
Dragon
mine!
form!
Tiger blade!
This one's
Dragon form!
I never miss!
Try harder! There!
I'll heal you all!
This one's mine!
Thunderblade!
Dragon form!
Thank you.
Enough!
Thank you.
Try this!
Supernova! Dance in the wind! I'm out of ammo! In here! I'll be saving this one!
This should do it! Swallow blade!
Piercing roar! Flame of fury!
Dragon form!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Dragon
one's
form!
mine!
Annihilation! Radiant flow! Light astral energy!
Explosive ring!
Going in!
Recon field!
Swallow blade!
Radiant flow!
Infernal torch! Dragon form!
First aid!
This should do it!
That move!
Here comes the big one!
Thunderblade!
Piercing roar!
Take this!
Never see what I can do! Here,
Dragon form!
First aid!
Strike! Dazzle!
This one's mine!
Dragon form!
Thunderblade!
You're mine! Strike! Swallow blade!
Here's a
Dragon
healing arc!
form!
Tiger First aid!
You're finished! Take this!
Lightning condensed!
You're on! Dragon form!
Here!
going in!
There! Dragon form!
Here,
Strike! Swallow blade!
First aid!
Take this!
spear!
This time!
Not in your dreams!
It's weakened!
This ends now! You're
Dance in the
mine!
wind! Annihilation!
Make it red!
Sora!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Magic is there!
Look sharp!
Sleep now! That's it!
Ready and
Tiger
ready!
Blade!
An astral
In the
arc?
sky like you!
What I can do!
Where are
Shut
you
him
going?
down.
This one's mine!
Sleep now!
Dragon form!
Laser spear!
Swallow blade!
Going in!
Thunder Blazer!
This should do it!
I'll heal you all!
Tiger
Healing
blade!
circle!
Appreciate the help!
Lightning orb!
It's gonna attack!
Right, watch out! Lightning condensed! Thunder blade!
This
Cover
one's
the
mine! Going in! Take
Healing
Swallow
circle!
blade!
Tiger
Dragon
blade!
form!
Nothing gets
Swallow
by me!
blade!
Fly!
This time!
Out of ammo! I'm all stuffed up!
Not today!
Photon flash! More arrow!
Shattering the
Tiger blade!
Try this!
No.
Can't end here!
Swallow blade! Meteor!
Freeze laser!
Help!
There!
Look sharp! One more!
Dragon
blade!
form!
I'll bring you back from death to this!
Resuscitation! Let the marksman handle this!
Glacier
Going in!
Where are you going?
Dragon form!
Tiger blade!
Try this!
Thunder blade!
Explosive ring!
Piercing roar!
Here goes!
Can't move!
I'll heal you all!
It's Yoda!
Load up the door! Steering
Swallow blade!
I'm
Stay away
almost
from my
impressed.
friend!
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Better!
Swallow blade! Dragon form! Try this! Explosive ring! Swallow blade!
I'll be saving you!
Vixen!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Radiant pierce!
Dragon form!
Take this! Tiger blade!
Ignite! Swallow blade!
I'm out! Back into the fray!
Dragon form!
Annihilation!
Nothing gets
Take
by
this!
me! Denied!
Slash!
By the power of water!
Dragon form! There!
Tiger blade!
Dragon form!
Reload! Lightning! Downfall!
Glacial spear.
Here, this one's mine! I never miss!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Glacial spear.
Now you
Pierce
see what I
evil.
can do.
Dragon form!
Fleet blaster! And again!
It's too much!
Annihilation! Here! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation! Will this help? I still got the fight left in me! Healing circle! Sealed! More for the stockpile! I'm out of ammo! I'm all stocked up! Chinese supernova! More where that came from! Sleep now! More fluid! Watch and bleed! Light astral energy! More where that came from! Here, let me help! Air thrust! First aid! Dance in the
Ready and
wind!
ready.
Air thrust!
Now you see what I can do.
Into the shadows! Do it!
Enough! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
You filthy slaves are despicable!
Your dreams of attaining lordship are no more. Give up, Kelzelik.
Attaining lordship! Ridiculous! Only those who possess a master core can become a lord. What, did you think just anyone could do it?
But then, what were you trying to accomplish with this? Didn't you betray your lord?
Yes, that's true. However, there are other lords.
Other lords? So you mean...
At last, the truth is revealed.
Dohalim, where have you been this whole time?
Cleaning up. Kelzelik, you've made your last of these.
The fruit of Helgen?
They can't be. You found my production facility?
Correct. And I tore it down. But something still troubles me. It's clear that this is no ordinary fruit. Nor was the equipment used to grow it. You couldn't have done all this without outside assistance. Indeed. Something like this must have come from another realm. Tsar, perhaps?
You actually expect me to talk now? At this point, the contest for the crown will be over soon enough, and you will finally receive the punishment you deserve for your weakness.
I've already received my punishment. May this be my final act as the Lord of Elder Menencia. Go to Mahag Sar, Ganeth Haros, wherever you think you'll find a suitable lord.
Are you all right with this? He killed your brother after all.
He did. But then I thought, he's nothing more than one common, ordinary Renan. He's not worthy of my time or my anger, right?
So after everything, was the dream of coexisting just a dream?
What is that?
Those are the cheers of the brave Danans who overpowered Kelzelik's forces.
Wait, they challenged the Renans?
Indeed. A militia made up of Danan guardsmen, Renan supporters, and of course, the Gold Dust Cats.
Do we have you to thank for bringing them all together?
Regardless of what your original motivations were, your dream of coexistence saved countless lives. And now, those people out there are fighting to keep that dream alive. That's something real.
Be that as it may, they do so now by their own hands. These people no longer need any lord.
Where are you going?
To put an end to the crown contest. So long as its madness persists, peace will remain ever out of reach. I cannot allow it to continue.
The crown contest impacts far more than just the Danans. You're choosing to fight Lenegis and the entire Empire.
I am well aware. However, if I wish to keep this dream from dying, then I have little choice in the matter. Besides, it's the least I can do.
So you're gonna go out there and make that dream real on your own?
You may be decided on your path, but that doesn't make it any less difficult.
Why not walk that road with us?
Pardon?
You heard me. We're fighting to liberate the Danans. You're fighting for the people of this realm. I'd say we're on the same path, really. It would only make sense for us to walk it together.
Danan dissidents, side by side with a Renan lord? Not the least intriguing invitation I've received. An invitation which would only be proper courtesy for me to accept.
I'll take that as a yes.
Hey, where'd Kisara go? I don't see her anywhere.
Maybe she just needed some time alone. A lot's happened.
That makes sense. She did just lose her brother after all.
We ought to keep moving as well. So long as there are lords who draw breath, we have a mission to complete. Kisara's a big girl. I'm sure she can handle herself. We should hurry on ahead to our next destination.
I guess you're right. And it is a lot safer here than it was. What do you think, Dohalim?
I am not sure I have the right to say anything as far as Kisara is concerned.
Fair enough. Well, I, for one, would like to say goodbye if we get a chance. Let's keep an eye out for her as we leave.
What's Kisara going to do now?
I'm sure it's complicated for her.
Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
You all arrived here from Cislodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
How's this?
Afraid I can't.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Dahnans and Renans have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Lagiel?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elda Menencia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before. But looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elderman and Sia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzalek even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holding himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense. Enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shion?
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
Let's see what's going on around here.
Yeah, they're...
Right.
Excuse me! Well... Really?
Good.
What the? Seriously?
All right.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
You okay?
Yeah!
Okay.
Huh?
Here we go!
Stay sharp. We're going in.
Think we can take that one?
Well, if you're up for being the decoy.
No thanks. Let's turn back.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I think I'll try to make that new recipe with this.
All right, but I'll decide how spicy it is.
Hi, Hoodle!
Dragon Form!
This one's mine!
Normal Blade!
Radiant Pierce! Dance with the wind!
Glacial
Dragon
They
Form!
rush you! You gotta jump for cover, okay? Flaming Meteor! Going in!
Pull it together, Law.
Sorry, right. I'm calm.
I let my guard down.
Stay away from my friends! Slut! Swallow! Blade!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
From death's abyss.
Sleep now.
There!
Get on in there with the others.
I have a train
Lightning orb!
charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Air thrust! Here's a healing art! Not on my watch!
My guard down.
In here!
Take this!
Get on in there with the others!
Dragon Swarm!
Here goes!
Swallow Blade!
Whoa!
Take this!
What is ice? Seal! I'll bring you back magic is there! In here!
Slash!
Chinese
Swallow
Supernova!
Blade! Dragon Swarm!
More with that!
You're mine!
I never miss! Who wants to die next?
Ignite!
Chinese Supernova! Dance in the wind!
Infernal Turret!
Air
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade!
Knock it into next week!
Glacial Spear! Dance in the wind, Lancer!
Tiger Blade! Their arcs were interrupted.
Photon Flash!
I'm gone.
Banana, let's go!
Going in. Down! You're off!
Dragon Swarm!
Yours are not the skills of just any warrior.
Save your compliments. We have to move.
Driven and talented.
Take this!
Negative gate!
Slash!
Resonate with the earth!
Tiger Blade!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Slash!
Imbued
You're
with
finished!
with love!
Dragon! It's showtime! Slash!
Confiscated!
Swallow
Tiger Blade through armor! Not like this!
I couldn't make it in time.
Bring you back from death to
Any more of those and I'll burn out.
Take this!
Dragon Swarm!
Resuscitation!
Slash!
Flame!
Glacial
This
Spear!
one's all
Here's
mine!
the evil!
No! Can't stand here!
Resonate with the earth!
One more! Tiger Blade!
By the power
Flaming Meteor!
Resonate with the earth!
I'm done. I won't fight just for the sake of it.
I hate camping out.
This realm doesn't seem like such a bad place to camp in.
Yeah, there's lots of plants and wildlife here.
I know, and it all looks friggin' delicious too!
Who said anything about eating them?
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Think we can take that thing?
No way. Forget about it. Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster. Whoo! Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle? Whoo! I think Hootle senses something. Look! It's all the owls we found. I guess this was their way of thanking us for finding them.
It looks like they're grouping up by color. Is that a thing?
Actually, the color of Dan and Owl's feathers is based on their maturity and their astral energy element. So maybe they stick to certain groups even if they all belong to the same kingdom.
Then I guess that means we can tell just how many owls we found in each domain.
They seem to be saying something.
Maybe they're thanking us for finding their buddies. Then again, maybe they're telling us that we have more owls to find.
I think the Queen is protesting that they shouldn't put undue pressure on us.
Maybe he's arguing back that we're the only ones they can actually turn to?
Right. Which is why the Queen is worried about sowing any ill will with us.
We'll do our best, so don't worry, I think.
Can you understand them?
Of course not, I'm just inferring. For some reason, when I hear them talk, that's just what I imagine them saying.
Oh, well, I think you're pretty close to the mark at least.
Well, don't worry about it. We're not breaking our backs over this. I think that was a thank you.
Seems like it, from both of them.
Hootle seems happy with this. Isn't that nice, Rinwell?
Huh? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hello.
Huh.
Kisara.
Right!
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
What a rush! Do you see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing. Oh?
Yeah. Yeah. Why?
What?
Yeah. Got it. Great. I hate that woman.
She was a hand...
Well... yeah. I don't think I'll ever quite warm up to her, but I can respect her passion for books. Why?
Whoa!
Watch it! Hey!
Oh?
Huh? No way.
Hey!
Is it just me, or is anyone else peckish?
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
Okay, off we go.
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way, we'll take them down and that'll be that.
Hey, it's that ingredient.
Yeah, the one.
I won't forgive you.
Dragon Swarm!
This one's where you going?
Portal Blade! You're mine! Lunar Rondo!
I'll take out the legs with my shield.
Hurricane Thrust! Ignite!
All right,
I'll smash you!
Tiger Blade.
Dragon Swarm!
Easy peasy, huh, Hoodle?
Get lost!
Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine! Far enough!
Swallow Blade!
Mega Ray. Arch Seal.
Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! It's over! Swallow Blade! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique! This one's mine!
This one keeps chasing us!
That's what all yours, Kisara.
Searing Flame. Reload.
You picked the wrong fight!
Supernova.
Dragon Swarm!
Hero
Here I come!
Look shot! Make it rain!
Here goes.
Take this!
We won that by a mile.
What's this thing?
Look, Hoodle, one of your buddies.
Get lost!
Swallow Blade!
Ready and raring!
Glacier Spear!
Pierce evil.
Try this! Infernal Torrent!
Now you see what I can do!
Thunder Field.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
It's over!
Tiger Blade.
You're mine!
One more.
It's over! You're mine! No escape!
This calls for a celebratory drink.
There's something in the water. I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. There's a nice breeze here. Ha! Looks like I lost it. Could it be? That was disappointing. I've got something. She's got a good size to her, all told.
Hopefully it tastes better than it looks.
Ha! Reel it in. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renan cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue. Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renin doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Dahnan, while the Renins are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Dahnans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Dahnans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
We're in for a long slog with this one.
Radiant, come here!
Here I go! Take this!
Look sharp!
Fall into Zion!
Look sharp! Airborne beam. Nice set.
This one's all mine!
This one's mine.
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
In a bind?
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that thing.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Good to know my training is paying off.
Brace yourself! This one's done! It's over! Now I can let loose! One more! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
Fall into Zion! I'm not so good with airborne
over.
targets.
You picked the wrong fight! I owe you one! Dragon
Flying Spree! Do it, they just...
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my arts!
When he slows down, that's our chance! Dragon Swarm!
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf!
It's time! No further!
Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
Here's the evil!
You
Get
require
out there together! Freeze laser!
Dragon Swarm!
The earth throbs in pain.
Good shot! It's over!
Take this!
Swallow Blade!
This
Try
one's
this!
mine.
I'm all stepped up!
This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade! You're mine! It's over!
Throbs in pain. Can't get out of this!
Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
Make it ready.
Kisara, frozen!
Hammer.
Nicely done!
Dragon Swarm!
All thanks to you.
Swarm! You're finished!
Do it! In the wind! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine this sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. That treasure. What a sweet-sounding ring it has.
You really think so?
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
It's over!
No further!
Dragon Swarm!
Duel of the Ark!
Here I come!
Their arcs were interrupted.
You got fire!
I've got this! Let him leave the enemy's arcs to me!
All yours!
No complaints here!
Not today!
Raging Cascade!
This isn't looking good! Hurricane
Right
Thrust!
here! I got
If
you!
it's in the sky, it's mine!
Hey, now see that you don't get in trouble again.
This one's mine! In here! Let's get you all tucked away! Bring you back from death to bit!
Prepare to be
I'm
seized!
a banana! Let's go! Take this!
No further! I owe you one.
Crescent Moon!
Dragon Swarm! Here I come!
Shiny! Never know! Don't mind if I do!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Solar Blade!
Piercing
Hold
rubble!
nothing back!
I can carve through armor!
Raging Cascade! Searing Flame!
Strike!
Reload!
Strike!
Dance to the
Dragon
wind!
Swarm!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix
Cyclone! Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Solar Blade! Here I come! Crush! Slash! It's over!
Do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! One more!
Dragon
Thunder
Swarm!
Field!
Here I come! It's over!
Tiger Blade! There! Go!
Swallow Blade!
I'm all stuffed up!
Slash!
Swallow Blade!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
Where you going?
Burn!
Going in. By the Tiger Blade!
This!
Feel
Dragon Swarm!
I'll be
Take
famous
this!
this way.
Carve through armor!
Going in. Oh,
Slash!
magic is
Try
real.
this! Infernal Torrent!
This one. Let me help. One day.
Okay,
Give a
here I
heartbeat.
go!
Tiger Blade. Here. Run denied. Dance to the wind.
Eat dirt!
Steering air thrust. Reload. Let astral energy. Raging path. Where are you going? Going in.
Dragon Swarm!
Will this help?
Tiger Blade! Slash!
Make it rain.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
This!
Yeah.
Nice technique.
Going in.
Hurricane Thrust!
Get on in there with me.
This
You're
one's
on!
mine.
Flaming Thrust!
Appreciate the help.
It's over!
Steering blade.
Blue
Now.
Rondo!
Astral energy. Full throttle.
Dragon Swarm! Flaming Thrust! I'm not done! Lunar Rondo!
Make it rain.
Remote! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take
I have a bad feeling about
Dragon
this.
Swarm!
one more.
Swallow Blade!
Not in your dreams. Rocket left. Tiger blade.
Armor won't save you!
Whoa! Let it tight.
Ignite!
Tiger blade. Steering flame.
Dragon Swarm!
Dance to the wind. Here, just around.
Swallow Blade!
Make it rain.
River!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Shot!
Well done.
Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade!
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Swallow Blade!
This is it. I'm ready. Leave now. Leave this one's mine.
Dragon Swarm!
Who wants to die now?
You're mine!
Feel far enough.
Dragon Swarm!
Healing
Take this!
circle.
Here I come! It's
Do
over!
they not teach you to say thank you in Dana?
Not to a Renin, they don't.
Make it rain!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
We can really make weapons with this?
We're in for a long slog with this one. This one's mine. Like
Can't
moth
get out of
to the
this.
flame. Piercing.
Eat this! You're mine! You're on! Dragon Swarm! You're finished! You'll escape! It's over! You're mine! It's over! You're on!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Infernal Torrent!
I never miss.
Doubly! In an instant! Impact Clock!
On guard.
An astral bite?
That's my cue.
Shut him down! You're mine!
Air thrust.
Swallow Blade! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Excited.
Dragon Force! Lightning Strike! This one's all mine!
Make it rain!
Kisara, go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Any chance we could make the next time a little bit warmer?
Does it look like it comes with a thermostat? This won't be easy.
Don't be such a pessimist.
Can't get out of this!
Eat dirt!
Far enough!
Freeze Lancer!
This one's mine!
Dragon Force!
Here's the evil!
That's it!
Freeze Lancer! Supernova!
Dragon
How do
Force!
you like being
Can't
pounded
get
into
here.
shape? No!
Alright!
Don't leave me all alone.
Healing Circle!
Down! Double!
Here's the
Flaming meteor! And just like that, I'm back.
Start by holding the...
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Eat this! I'll run you through!
Going in! Where are you going?
I can't hold on much longer! Here's a healing item! First aid! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
I'll end you! Look sharp!
Freeze
Take
Lancer!
this! Take this! Tidal Blade!
Here, let me help.
First aid!
Time to shine!
Beautiful!
Eat this!
By the
You're
power
done!
of water!
I'm on it! I'll end ready and rare! Make it rain!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Radiant Light! Here!
Eat this!
I'll
run you through!
Radiant Here! Sorry!
Oh, you are gonna pay for that! Fantastic! No, I'll finish you here and now!
Back into the fray!
I can carve through all! Take this!
I'm on it!
Tough field!
I'll end you! Blow away! Eat this! Elusive deity! Begin! Blast! Resonate with the earth!
Searing flare!
Stalagmite! I'm on it! Begin! Talon Hurricane! Not so fast! Resonate with the earth!
Another incantation ruined.
This one's mine!
Eat this! You're done!
Searing
Elusive
flare!
deity!
I'm out of ammo!
Now it's mine! You missed! Can you take it?
Annihilation!
In a bind?
Mega Ray!
Do it!
I'm on it! Hey! Blow them away!
I need to be stronger.
We're in for a long slog with this one!
Mega Ray!
Plus!
By the power of water!
Dragon Swarm! Take this! It's over!
Searing flare!
Swallow Blade!
Air Load!
Ready and rare!
Lightning!
Dragon Swarm! Here I come!
Annihilation! Here!
Perfect kick!
Arctic!
Swallow Blade!
Time to shine!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us?
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me. Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Why are you asking me?
Make sure to get some good rest. Well, off we go.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Brace yourself! This one's tough! Blue escape! Eat dirt!
Let me see what I can do!
Dragon Swarm!
In here! Get on in there with the
Battle turret!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Mirage! Take this! Dragon Swarm!
Let them mark the handle.
Blue escape!
Tiger Blade!
This one's all mine! Lunar Rogo! Hurricane Storm!
This one. That's it. Magic is there. Tiger Blade! Healing Blade! First aid!
I owe you one!
Where are you going? So those are Dan and Astral Arts. Huh. Something you want to say? Not so long as you keep them pointed toward the enemy.
You're finished!
Radiant Going in.
Dragon
Big
Swarm!
one. Do it.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
The heavens must be smiling.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here?
Let's dispose of the trash.
Swarm! Take this! All mine!
Annihilation!
Ignite!
You see this coming? Here, like
Take this!
Burning strike!
Dragon Swarm!
Make it ready!
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! Did it!
Yeah! Nice
Swarm! I can carve through armor! It's over! More! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
Dragon Swarm! No further! Swallow Blade! It's over!
Shield and surge! Now!
Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more! I still got a ways to go!
What's this thing?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Dragon Swarm!
On guard!
Try this!
Burning strike!
Glacial Spear!
Pierce evil!
Be still!
Surrounding us! Freeze laser! Dance in the
Here I
wind! Going in!
got fire!
Lights up! Let
Eat
us
dirt!
Tiger Blade!
All yours!
Hey, let's just see if you don't... This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Denied!
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
You're mine!
One more!
You're finished!
Tiger Blade!
Ready and raring!
Freeze laser! This one's mine!
I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
More for the stop!
Swallow Blade! Here I come!
This one's
Swallow
mine!
Blade!
Flame of fury! Burning strike!
This one's all mine!
Let's get you off that
Dragon Swarm!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
This won't be easy.
Be still!
Don't be such a peasant.
Come get me!
Eat dirt!
Glacial Spear.
Take this!
One more!
Alright! It's
Dragon
the
Swarm!
laser! Thunderblade!
Crush!
One more!
Swallow Blade! Blue escape! Take this! It's over! for art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
In here. Going in.
Dragon Swarm! You're mine! It's over!
Denied!
You're spicier than you look.
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Dramatic, but fair.
Here goes!
Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine! Looking good out there.
Just getting started.
That's the spirit. Take no prisoners.
So those are Ganon after all. Something you want to say? Not so long as you keep them pointed toward the enemy.
Where are you going?
Eat
Glacial
this!
Spear.
Pierce evil.
Take this!
This one's mine.
Swallow Blade!
Freeze laser. Lightning or raging cascade. This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes!
I think I'm getting stronger.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. Go no further!
Dragon Swarm! Slut! You're mine!
Not in your dreams! Here goes! Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of
Dragon
Anything in armor is all mine!
This one won't
Save you!
Crescent move!
Slut! It's on!
The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that!
Eat this!
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm! Now!
Here
Take
goes!
this!
Far enough!
Strike!
Spear!
Swallow Blade!
Make it right! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Here! Hurricane Thrust! You're out!
Going in.
You're mine!
Dance in the wind!
You're finished!
Air thrust!
Do you require help?
Lightning condense! Thunder blade!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat. This will be a delicious piece of
Dragon
cake.
Swarm! You're mine! Burn!
Anything in armor is all mine! In a bind?
Burning
Dragon
cascade!
Dragon Swarm!
Kill the enemy turret! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Take you all off!
This one's mine!
Swallow this one! All mine!
Searing flame!
Make it red!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Air
Ignite!
Tiger blade! In here, now!
Fluid kick!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Dragon Swarm! Fluid kick! Swallow Blade!
I can handle it. More! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Denied!
Here I come!
Piercing roar!
Shattering pieces! Attack time!
Flash! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
Tiger
Here I
blade!
come! Be still! This one's all mine!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And pummel here!
Here I come!
Can't
get out of this!
Will this help? Time to shine!
Dragon
I'm
Force!
expert coming through!
Flaming
I
meteor!
never miss! Raging cascade! Here's the healing art!
Come on!
Make it rain!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! By the power of Going Annihilation! Lightning Orb! Whoa! Hey!
Dragon Force!
Here's evil!
Lightning Thrust!
Lightning Descent!
Thrust!
Now!
River!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! That astral energy was incredible.
I gave it everything I had. This will be a delicious piece of cake. This one's mine.
See what I can do!
Thunder Blade!
Escape!
I'll heal you all.
Dragon
Astral
Force!
Energy! Dance in the wind!
This
Not in
one's
your
all
dreams.
mine.
Healing Strike! Lightning
I
Orb!
have no limits! Thanks!
Up and at 'em! Let's go!
Not today!
Did you just heal me?
Prepare to be sealed. Actually, perhaps sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing. Now, Ridwell, Frozen
Hammer!
Nicely done.
All thanks to you.
You're mine!
This one's mine. Denied!
Swallow
Light
Blade!
Astral Energy.
Thrust!
I never miss.
Swallow Blade!
Now,
River!
Astral Energy.
Say no more!
One more.
Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade!
Anything in armor is all mine!
It's over!
Flaming meteor!
Now,
River!
Astral Energy.
Say no more!
Got it!
Well done.
Take this!
Light Astral Energy.
You picked the wrong fight!
Tiger Blade!
Now, Lord.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your watch!
Is every shield you own that big?
Here, you want to try holding it?
Ugh. How do you even walk with this thing?
This'll make us even more formidable.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I can carve through armor!
Going in.
Dragon Swarm! Here I come!
Healing circle. Here's a lightning descent. Here.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Like a moth to the flame.
Take this!
Lightning
Tiger
orb.
Blade!
Swarm!
Raging
Be
cascade.
still!
Back into the fray. Dance in the wind. Air throughout the wall. Go
Dragon
Tiger
Swarm!
Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Going in. Raging cascade. Radiant. Here. Spread. Here.
Dragon Swarm!
Here.
Burn in hell! Swallow Blade!
And now, Astral Energy. Full throttle.
My turn!
Crescent moon!
Take
Lightning orb.
Make your way!
Astral Energy.
Say no more!
I can feel my precision improving.
No choice! Come one, come all!
stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Swallow
I'm
blade!
gone. Now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Here!
Dragon
I'm out of
Block!
ammo! One more!
You're mine!
I'm ready! This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine! Who wants to die next?
Dear throat.
Flaming meteor!
Take it! Dragon
Now!
Swarm!
Kisara! Go for it! Prepare to crumble! Think we overdid it? Now dialogue! One more time!
You're mine!
Going in!
Burn!
Magic ray!
Dragon Swarm!
Here!
Dragon
Air!
Swarm!
Magic ray!
Eon, astral energy, full throttle!
I can feel my power growing!
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm... Been looking for you. For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Glacial Spear.
Can't get out of this! Fall.
Magic is
Here I come!
One more.
Strike!
There with the others. Annihilate.
Going in! Armor won't save you!
Dragon down!
Get on it.
Who the hell are you? You! Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Lightning Thunder. Thunderbolt. Too much to handle. This one's mine.
This one's all mine!
Fall.
Ignite!
I'll heal you all. Now let's dance. Here. Blazing Cascade.
I owe you one for that.
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Air to the hover the caster.
Dragon Swarm!
Take this.
I need Supernova.
Can't get out of this!
I'm... Resuscitation.
You'll pay for that!
Here, let me help.
Dragon Force!
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Dragon Force!
Here's the evil!
Armor won't save you!
Dragon Force! Try harder! My turn! I can't move!
Will this help? Look sharp! Still got some fight left in me. Healing circle!
Damn! You're on!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Going in. I'll be saving this one. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. I'm gone. One more time. Here, let me help you.
Not done yet!
Here goes.
Here, let me help!
Dragon
Will
Force!
this raging cascade. Here goes. Sleep now. Healing circle. This will handle it. Lightning abyss. I'm gone.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Take this.
Try harder! Try that!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Dahnan astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Dahnans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Dahnan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Dahnans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Dahnans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Dahnans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan Astral Arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.